How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm sorry it's been a couple days, I guess, as far as videos go that I haven't uploaded, but things have been going on in the car. I needed to replace the valve cover gasket, and I just really wanted to just like work and put some music on, no camera, no nothing. And we got it all set up. Everything is all back together. So what I did was you take off the strut tower, take off the cowling, and then the bracket underneath the windshield cowl, pop off all the screws and bolts and all that stuff, and it comes right out. Put a new gasket on and we're good to go. I was getting a leak right along the edge of the fuel rail, and I knew it was coming from the valve cover because there was literally nowhere else it could be coming from. It was at, you know, a high point above the intake runners, and I took it off, and this is what I had for a valve cover gasket, and it broke, it ripped or something. I don't know. I must have pinched it or something when I replaced it last time when we did the cam gear welding, but that'll do it. So valve cover's back on, all good there. I'm actually getting the battery charged up right now. Started the car, it all is good, nothing's leaking. But in this video, we are installing 2 new gauges into the car with a very special product that was sent to me. So I'm sure you guys have seen this online before, but this is the For Miata with Love dual gauge pod that goes in the center speaker on your dashboard. Super clean, 3D printed, molded, and it looks really, really great. They finished it really nicely. So it's made out of a really hardy material. It's got little feet on the bottom that go where the clips would go in. It's also got the spacing to run your wires, and I think they're 52mm gauges. So I've already been working on some wiring stuff to get these gauges installed. I've got a ProSport coolant temperature gauge, and then I also got you guys who were pissed about the radio being gone are gonna go ahead and write it in the comments right now. I got a clock. I wanted a clock. A nice little analog clock is cool, and I wanted to order these gauges before I ordered like some really nice ones. These were pretty cheap, and turns out they're a little too long for the gauge pod, so I have to do a little bit of modification. I need to wrap some electrical tape around to get it to fit snug in, and they stick out a tiny bit, but if I didn't tell you guys that, you probably wouldn't even notice. You'll see what I mean. It's really not that bad, but they came with all the instructions and things like that. Clock, button, which we're gonna be wiring in. I've already got our temperature sensor installed in the radiator hose with a negative positive wire coming out, going all the way up here and then through the little rubber boot of the wiring harness that goes into the main cabin area, and that's where we're at so far. So right now what I need to do is I'm gonna wire up the yellow wire, which is our illumination wire, down into the fuse tap for the temperature sensor and the clock. So I'm gonna just do some wiring. I'll show you guys when I'm done with that. It just kind of takes a while. So I'm gonna get all the wiring sorted, and then we can get to actually installing the gauges, putting them in the car, and I've already confirmed that the sensor works and everything. I started the car for a little bit and it's all good. So just gonna do some wiring, and then the interior will get back together and we can go for a little test drive. So our switch is wired in to control the time on the clock. All the wiring is in. Both of the gauges are all connected, and I had to run a power wire through here, through this little grommet right down there. It's hard to see, but if you're looking for a power place to run a wire to get into the interior, you can right there. So everything hooked up. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the battery on. Obviously I need to clean up all the wiring still, but if this works, we should get lights on our gauges. So there's a light that's on for the clock, and there's our temperature gauge. So that is awesome. Super stoked on that. That's great. So happy. So now I have to unplug them, and let's just make sure the clock works. All right, so our clock is moving, so I can adjust it. Awesome. All right, everything's working. I'm gonna get this all tidied up, get the gauge pod in with the gauges, and then we can wrap this video up. Super excited on this. Check it out, we got everything in. It sits in there very nicely. So I told you guys about the little space, like where they don't sit all the way in, but they're at least even, and they're just press fit in. I don't think they're gonna go anywhere, but I love that. Super cool. It's in a very, very nice viewing position, so you can see everything that you're monitoring, whether you're putting, you know, oil temperature, oil pressure, or in my case, a clock and water temperature. So I should be able to flick this on. There's our clock, turns on with the lights on. There is our water temp gauge. That is so awesome. And again, these are the For Miata with Love gauge pods that fit in the center speaker. I don't have a Bose system, so I didn't even have to take out a speaker. Super easy to put in and out. And if you do have a Bose speaker, then just take it out and you can put these in. You can find For Miata with Love gauge pods on Instagram. He also has an eBay shop page and a website. All the links to those are down in the description below. And thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm excited. Feels good to get back into doing modifications after the huge roll bar install. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. There's a couple of videos on that in the carpet. It was a really big deal. A lot of you have been asking about whether or not I'm gonna be able to have a soft top anymore. Obviously the answer is no, if you guys noticed or not. I mean, it's gone, can't fit anywhere. But we're gonna solve that next weekend. So we're doing a little travel vlog, and get excited because I am. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much to For Miata with Love for sending me the gauge pods to make a video on. I absolutely love them. You're doing great work. Keep it up. Can't wait to see what you do next. If you are new to the channel, go down below, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, leave your comments below, and I will see you in the next video.